This week on Overwatch This, we're talking about the changes coming to Doomfist, May and Sombra, we're talking about Year of the Dog, and also Stage 2 of the Overwatch League. Hi, welcome to Overwatch This. I'm Alice and this is Matt.
Hi there.
And we're talking about the new patch that's currently on the PTR. First up is Doomfist.
Yeah, so Doomfist has, got a few changes. Well, actually, technically he's only got one change, but I think it's going to contribute to kind of a lot of different things for him. Basically, they're changing his ammo recovery. So you might know that if you've played Doomfist before, that instead of having a reload like many of the other characters, the bullets in his fist regenerate a bit like Tracer's kind of blink ability and stuff like that. So the ammo recovery rate has been increased from 0.8 to 0.65 seconds per bullet. So basically you're getting a quicker reload on this. And basically what that means is kind of like, Doomfist is a character that's based around comboing abilities, right?
Yeah.
He's going in with his fists, he's striking, he's uppercutting.
Yeah.
But it's the timings in between those elements that, if you need to fire out a quick shot, by reducing the refresh rate on those bullets, it means that he can constantly be firing off in between all of those attacks, essentially.
Right, cool. So next up is May.
Yeah, May, everyone's favourite little troll.
Yeah.
They're making her even more powerful, basically, and I'm sure many people have been shrieking into the abyss about this. So her freeze, which is like her normal single click, it will now freeze people for 1.5 seconds instead of 1 second. That's a 50% increase on this freeze, and I'm sure Alice, sort of like when you've been combating up against a May and suddenly you get locked in your animation, it's like, oh god, there's nothing I can do.
Feels like forever.
Yeah, and they do that. You've always got that little troll that'll fire you in the face with the icicle, and she'll do the little wave. Yeah, it means you're going to be locked into that for 50% longer.
Yeah.
Not to mention the fact that her icicle now only takes 20 of the, kind of like she fills up the orb at the back of the gun with kind of frost juice, I guess. It only takes 20 now to shoot an icicle rather than 25.
Nice.
So she can be spraying and shooting icicles, like a mad girl, basically. Oh god, she's a monster now, essentially. Like, she was powerful before. Blizzard have basically said this is to help her fight against people like Genji, and Lucio's kind of really fast characters that need a little bit more sort of like help to keep them in place. I don't know if this is a massive mistake.
Yeah.
I mean, we'll soon see. I'm sure it's great for anyone that plays May.
Yeah.
We'll see how it balances out. It might not be as horrendous as it sounds, but like 50% extra on the freeze does sound a lot because it feels ages at the moment. Right?
Yeah, it's going to feel like forever. So finally we've got Sombra.
Yeah, Sombra, everyone's favourite Latin American hacker.
Yeah.
Her EMP is getting a change. Basically, at the moment, when you do EMP and it kind of blasts out, small objects like sort of posts and bits like that are part of the environment that really shouldn't stop things from happening, it's actually stopping the EMP. Now, though, things like lampposts won't stop that, so you're cool with that. Also, the more interesting thing is about her hack. So her hack, previously when you hacked a health pack, if anybody used that health pack, it would contribute to your ultimate charge. That no longer happens. So basically they're trying to stop a lot of team synergy around a Sombra would be your teammates would purposely go out and get themselves damaged so that they could go and pick up the health packs and contribute to Sombra's ult build. That means that strategy is no longer applicable now, but it's fine because other things have been changed. So the hack has been reduced from 0.8 to 0.65 seconds, so she can hack things quicker. The interesting thing is that now when she hacks other players, this is the cool bit, Alice. So if she hacks other players, it stops them a lot of their movement abilities. So, for example, a Pharah can't hover anymore when they're hacked. So it's not just that she can't use her rocket abilities or anything like that. It is you can't hover. A Genji can't double jump anymore. There's, it's really, really good at keeping things down. It literally even mutes a Lucio's sound boost. So if you're doing when he sort of like does the swipe across the gun and stuff like that, if you're boosting a song, this hack mutes it and stops it from working. It's really, really cool. I think it's going to make Sombra's always been in a bit slightly weird kind of place, right? And I know you like Sombra, and she's one of your bays.
Yeah, she is.
But I think this is going to make her even cooler to use. just in that sort of same stuff, Translocator is now is actually being put up. It used to be a 15-second cooldown. It's now 20.
Oh, nice.
But I think that's kind of fine. You know, yes, it's going to take you longer to move around, but she's got loads of cool stuff to make up for that. And also her machine gun's bullet spread has been reduced. So all over, I think, a pretty good place for Sombra. So all those, we don't know quite when all of this is going to move out of the PTR, but we're kind of expecting around March 6th maybe to see these things go live.
Awesome, that sounds good. And now we're going to talk about Year of the Dog. Yes, so Year of the Dog is Overwatch's Chinese New Year event for 2018, and it's got some amazing skins like Genji and Mercy's.
Yeah, absolutely. I love that Mercy one. Actually, I think that Mercy one is my favourite Mercy skin they've ever done.
It's beautiful.
Yeah, really intricately detailed, and I mean, you've only got to look at other bit like the Zarya one is incredible. Really, really good work, and kind of like last year's were good. Yeah. Because obviously they were themed around kind of like the Journey to the West kind of stuff, and so there was a little bit of kind of narrative, folklore narrative going on there. Yeah. These ones are a little bit less kind of linked to anything, but they look incredible. I unlocked the Pharaoh one the other day. Nice. Really, really pleased with that. Kind of like the actual rocket has a dragon's kind of head on the end that opens. Yeah, I think it's just a case of that Blizzard's skin quality goes from strength to strength, right? Yeah. Every event it seems to be better than it was before, and yeah, I sort of can't believe that they've made such good quality skins at the same time as obviously the loot box update meant that we got loads more kind of legendaries that are in the vanilla loot boxes, and they are all brilliant. So yeah, just complete kind of kudos to the art team, really. They've done an amazing job. Yeah,
the silhouettes are like completely changing now. They used to be quite conformed, but
yeah,
now...
people, you can still definitely tell who they are, but sort of like, yeah, I do think there's more unique silhouettes per sort of like skin now than there used to be. Yeah, it's a really interesting change. The other thing obviously is that Capture the Flag is back, which obviously was first introduced with the last Lunar New Year event they did. Yep. It's not necessarily the best kind of event they've ever done. I personally actually prefer the PvE events over the PvP ones they do. Yeah. Capture the Flag is fun. I still think it's broken. They've changed the way it works, so you've got this sudden death system now where kind of like
closer.
And and I like that, and I think it's an improvement, and I think it was good to put competitive Capture the Flag in as well as a playlist. It's not the easiest mode to win, and I find that kind of it feels like 8 or 9 times out of 10 it always ends in a draw because no team is quite willing to do the push. No team is quite they want to stay in their bases and hold their flags. And it can be difficult then to get your team into an enemy base when so many people are in there. It's a really difficult mode. It's quite clear why it's never become a mainstay in the same way that it's not like it's ever going to come in alongside Payload or anything like that. No. But yeah, I think overall it is still a successful event. There's still loads of fun to be had with it, and it is still here until the start of March basically. So keep going for those skins.
Yeah, and now it's time to talk about Overwatch League Stage 2. So Overwatch League Stage 2 has returned this week after a short hiatus. There's already been a couple of matches this week. Matt, tell us what's going on.
Right, so Seoul Dynasty kind of kicked us off with their match against LA Valiant. They stomped Valiant. It was 4-0. The same score was found in the LA Gladiators versus San Francisco Shock match. That was also a 4-0. Nice. Nice way to start the stage, I guess. Some interesting matches. We'll have finished filming this and the match will have gone out, but hopefully you guys by now will have seen the Houston Outlaws versus Spitfire match. That's going to be a good one. Houston, I think, have done way better than I ever intended them to, and Spitfire obviously are a phenomenal team anyway, so that I'm sure was an interesting match. Hopefully you'll have seen the scores already. But over the weekend, we can expect to see a really interesting Spitfire versus New York Excelsior, and also Shanghai versus LA Valiant. That's going to be an interesting match. Shanghai obviously are at the bottom of the table at the moment. They have been really struggling. Valiant are a pretty good team. They have been, consistently. They've not managed to get in the top sort of thing. I think they're at kind of number 5 on the standing at the moment. But yeah, they're pretty good. So that is probably going to be a stomping. I don't want to watch Shanghai get murdered. Yeah. It's not actually fun watching that. Unless you're into torture, I guess. Talking about Shanghai, obviously Shanghai are hoping to turn their luck around because they have just signed a bunch of new players, including Gaguri, who is the first female player in the Overwatch League. She'll be coming on. She is known for playing Zarya, that's her kind of thing, but she's in a flex tank kind of position, so she doesn't always have to play tank. Hopefully this will turn their fates around. However, this doesn't actually mean anything for that first match they've got coming up against Valiant, because those new players can't play at the moment because they haven't been brought across, because there's been basically the visa process to get like an athletics visa to get into America is a long process, and the new players, so they've got a couple from Korea, I think, and the rest are from China. They haven't had their visas finished yet, basically, so they can't start playing for a few weeks yet. So it does mean it's going to be a tough mountain to climb for Shanghai for these first few weeks, but hopefully the people they've picked are going to... I don't know if I've got the faith for them to, you know, suddenly become like a top 5 team. I don't think that's going to happen, unfortunately. But I would like to see them not be at the bottom of the table, you know, at least for kind of like a couple of weeks or something like that. It would be nice to see them changed around for a little bit. Yeah. Talking of the Overwatch League, if you are watching this weekend, there's a new system that basically, if you link your Battle.net to your Twitch account, you can earn tokens, right? And these are the ones that you use to buy your Overwatch sort of League skins. So if you've got a team that you support, who are you supporting, Alice, actually? Spitfire?
Spitfire, yeah.
Yeah, we're all... I think the office is largely a Spitfire thing. But yeah, so if you wanted to buy some more Spitfire skins, you can just carry on watching the games and you will get tokens. You can actually even get 12 in a full night's worth of watching, which isn't a lot when the skins are 100 tokens each. But, you know, it's free money, essentially, right? The only thing is it doesn't actually work that well for me and you because we're based in the UK, and all of these matches for us tend to be in the middle of the night, right?
You're asleep, yeah.
So either we can leave our PCs on and have them running in the background, or we just have to miss out on them altogether. But for any of you guys that are over in America or in a time zone that means that you can watch them live, it's free coins, basically.
So that's everything we've got for Overwatch this week. If you like what you saw, make sure you like, share, comment and subscribe, and keep checking back to the site and channel for more video gaming goodness.